Hello everyone, I am the plane shifter phasing in this is still to be named universe, if it will ever have a name.
I thought you said you were going to name it this week.
Probably. Who
Well,
knows?
you failed, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah. I failed miserably. I'm terrible with names. I'm basically using a lot of, I just have fantasy name generator here on the background. That's where several names that you hear here came from.
A look behind the curtain.
Oh yes,
How
that's true.
secret. How fancy.
And we are back with our players, YellowDemonHurlr, Nora. Yellow being
Hello.
That's it. There's nobody else. Just
Yes.
us.
Yeah, and our foiled attempts at getting some music in the background. Probably I'll do that in post.
Yes. I see that Jeffy has turned his precious sapphire tokens into Easter egg candy.
Hey. There is a color tool, and I will abuse it.
All right then. Okay, so last time you were still searching for the dragon kidnapper. So far no luck. You decide to... What?
Jeffy's changing the color of my tokens.
Okay, go on.
All right. So far no luck. You decide to rest for the night. Both in the game and in real life. Actually, in real life, we rested for the week. But okay. So, the next
Dude,
step
I had
of the
those
journey.
perfectly colored.
Too late.
Okay, let's behave ourselves, fellas.
Or not. Who knows?
I'm Sneegli. I never behave. All right. So yes, we rested, and now what's happening?
What's happening is the next step. This
A
time...
new adventure.
a new adventure. This time, next step of your search will be on... it's quite a somewhat famous place in the world. It's called the Whispering River. Yet, it's not a river at all. It's actually a canyon. Named so because people who named it thought that the wind would not. The wind actually flowed through the canyon as
Like
it was
a river.
like a river. And whispering
That's-
because
Being a canyon, it
That's
used to be a
stupid.
river.
Whoever came up with that
Probably.
was incorrect. In my personal opinion.
Look, it used to be a river. They're just late to the party.
Oh,
Yes.
It used to be a river.
Yes, that's how
Okay.
canyons work. Anyway,
Is that how
Whispering-
canyons work? I've never seen a canyon.
and whispering because there are several caves that were on creature nests all dotted around, and the wind actually blows through those caves and makes whispering noises.
Ooh.
Spooky.
Spooky. And
I mean, it's just rocks.
Just rocks.
and the perfect size for a dragon or two to hide, or 3 or 4. I don't know how many would there be there. Actually, no. We were just hunting one. So yes,
Where did all these other dragons come from?
They flew here.
There's a place called the Dragonlands. You can imagine there are plenty there. Anyway, so you get to the border of the place after one of famous Cantor teleporting. You all are getting a little bit more used to it now.
Sneegli is always used to it.
And there you are at the border of the place, looking from the top into the several caverns of the locale.
So,
Okay.
Cantor, why do they call it the Whispering River?
Actually, Cantor would be
Make-
the last one to know he's foreign.
Yeah, I
Remember?
can't believe you're going to make him go through that whole introduction again.
Hey, it was out
We're
of
literally
character.
his guides to the area.
Exactly. That's the whole purpose he hired you to.
Well,
Ah.
I don't know the area. I think we've established this.
You know the towns.
I know the towns, but
Okay.
this is a bit out of my zone.
Okay, so we are at the top of the canyon.
Yes. You can
All right. The holes that the caves that could possibly hold dragons, are those down near the bottom? Do we need to descend down into the canyon?
They are not very to the bottom. They are more high up. So yes, you need to descend into the canyon, but not to the bottom.
Okay. Could I spend a coin to say that there are rickety or a sapphire thing to say there are rickety pathways that we could walk down to get that lead down to the canyon, so we could follow those? Not necessarily like
Sure.
beautiful bridges, but
No, somewhat.
There might have been a mining operation.
sure.
Yeah, a few pathways, crumbling paths, like those super narrow ledges. There are plenty of those.
Sure.
Great.
Well,
Beautiful.
that's fine for Sneegli, at least.
I have a quick
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
Chippy, can I add a new aspect?
Yes. You can add it as a 0.
Okay, because I just
As a
thought of
0
one.
ability, and maybe buy them with 3 tokens, if you like it. If you roll it.
Hey guys, did I mention that I'm terrified of heights?
Okay.
I'd like to see how you apply that to a to an ability roll.
True.
Just thought I might.
No, if
Just thought I
something
should,
happens.
Just thought I should put that out there.
So,
Was,
is this what our canyon looks like? At least the upper third of it?
Yes, just
it's
yeah. Imagine with more holes and caves in it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good approximation.
I pressed the no button, so I don't see it.
Well, I
Sorry.
guess that for Clockface, it's just going to be a just pure black, which is
Yeah,
probably the best
I'm
with his.
sweating too. I'm not sweating. I can't sweat, but I'm just panicking too much, staring down at the
Is anybody
canyon.
else getting?
What lag? Yellow? You cut.
I think we lost him.
Yellow?
We lost him. He's gone.
And welcome back, everyone. Isn't modern days marvelous? We can have technical issues with a tabletop game.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are trying to go down the canyon, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Down the rickety paths, I would assume.
Yes. Let's have everyone have a roll for, a tough terrain.
Okay.
What could be the equivalent for that on your cards?
I'll use my rough and tumble.
All right, that's
Sneegli likes dark holes is fine for me, because that's about darkness and clambering and things.
I'm terrified of heights.
He's like, what? He's just shaking. All
Okay.
right. He needs motivation. All right. Yellow and Nora can roll. Let's see what happens
3.
against a. Oh, I think roll against a 2. Yeah.
2?
A
Okay.
2. That's a tough one. Kind of tough one. No.
No. You're rolling
against
What?
a difficulty of 2.
Yeah,
Oh.
2 is the number you
Oh,
need to beat.
okay.
Yeah.
I misunderstood. That's my bad.
Am I also rolling?
Yes. Ooh, that's bad.
That is bad.
That's a -1.
Yeah.
I got a 0.
So-
Are we sure my rickety bridges aren't helping anything? Are we sure?
Tell me what are the consequences for these guys doing their thing? Maybe I can try to pull them back as they teeter on the edge or something.
Yeah. That's not too bad. You lose a little bit of balance. You are kind of almost falling, but
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to pull them back onto the path. So
That's
3.
one. That's a 2. Anyway, you.
I have a 2 bonus on Sneegli Likes Dark Holes.
Oh yes, nice. So that's a 3.
Yep.
You managed to get them back in balance. They tumble a little bit, but find their footing again.
All right, so I admit this is not my favorite terrain.
Do we have to do this?
Sneegli just says, yes! And does a little hop. Hop of excitement.
Thank you, Sneegli. I'm laughing because I'm nervous. Thank you, Sneegli.
This is worse than zombies.
Yes. Gunter looks at you and says, okay, perhaps I can help with this pathway. He mumbles a little thing and everyone starts to float a little bit above the ground.
Now Sneegli's screaming.
And I believe Jeffy is too. His hold is not perfect. Like, probably it's too much people for what he's capable of.
Hold on, wait, this isn't like levitation. This is telekinesis, right?
Yes.
So if you fail, you drop us and die. And we die. You're fine. You sound like survivor's guilt or something.
Yes. You are moving closer to one of the caves, but things are not very solid footing still.
My eyes are closed tight.
Sneegli pipes up. Don't worry, metalhead. If you dies, you can get reincarnated as a bucket.
I mean, he's got a point. And if I die, I can be reincarnated as a rug. So, you know.
Yeah. So what do you...
Sneegli is dangling upside down at the moment, by the way.
I'm not listening to either of you.
What do you guys have to keep your composure? I'm trying to find the rules again, and I'm messing up because I forgot to open on my second window here.
Well, Sneegli is not remotely afraid of heights. His only issue is being held up, honestly. He would probably do better if he were on the navigating on his own.
All right. So
Got tired of looking at the limestone.
Okay. I'm all over the place today. I forgot to open the
What?
rules for the
Limestone
game.
back. I'm clicking the cancel button. I want to see the limestone.
Yeah. Okay.
What's the question,
Okay.
Shifty?
So, no, I just wanted to see the chart for difficulty.
Ah.
There we go. Nice. Very prepared I am. Anyway, I got it. Anyway, what do you guys have for compulsion?
Is everybody still here? Oh, no.
Jeffy?
For
Composure, yes. Just so that... Oh.
Okay, I think...
No, you're not, Yellow. No, you're not.
So, what do you guys say we try again tomorrow?
Yeah.
I think that might be for the best.
Well, hello everyone, welcome back. We were having a lot of technical issues, so we decided to just do it on the day after. And this is the day after that little sequence we were having before. We decided to just pick up and go from where we were. That quite literal cliffhanger.
I'm 100% sure that there will also be technical problems this time. So let's go.
Yeah, he's in the middle of a hurricane or something. So.
Yeah, I'm in a hurricane. My house is currently flying away.
Who? Tell me when you reach us.
Yes.
Precisely. Actually, wait, don't do that. We might get copyright striked.
All right, so what was I trying to do? Oh, yes, you are like hanging in the air.
Upside down in my case.
Upside down. Sneegli is actually having a great time. So,
Well, he was until somebody levitated him.
No.
It's not great, but you managed to get into a cave.
Okay.
One of the caves. You are kind of shaken from the experience, especially Mr. Clockhead.
Oh, joy! A dank cave.
Yeah.
Sneegli likes dark holes.
Indeed you do, Sneegli.
Give that man a token.
Listen,
I
really
Jeffy.
warm that.
At least now you are on solid ground. You're not
Yes.
floating anymore.
Okay.
At least until we get into water.
Yeah.
All right, is this... does this look like a cave that goes deep in?
It does. And probably you want to be exploring the place.
Okay.
Looking for signals.
I open up my radio antenna and start listening.
Where are the signals?
Beep.
I hold up my cell phone. No bars.
Sneegli probably has like a Nokia.
Yeah,
From
unbreakable.
2001.
Yeah, just ancient.
Yes.
All right. Does
Yes.
anyone have any lights?
I don't. I have a fish. I think.
can
Actually, it's the
spend.
next day.
I can spend a token to say that I have a torch of some sort because I wander out in the wilderness so much. I need some sort of tinder that I can.
I don't think you need to expand a token
Yeah.
for that. It just makes sense for your character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
you're
it's
allowed
land.
to just have items.
More
Okay.
reliable than
And
a torch.
yeah, and also Clockhead probably have some gadgets that can
Gadgets.
gadget. Yeah,
Gadgets.
gadget. Yes, And
I probably do, but maybe I don't have them with me. I might have forgotten it back in the cart.
Okay. Anyway,
Alright.
you guys search for a bit, and yes, there are signals, some old, some recent, of dragon activity.
Okay.
Sneegly's just scampering around, poking into whatever side holes he encounters, as he does.
Sneegly probably has some sort of dark vision type thing, better
Yeah.
eyesight in
Yeah.
the dark, because that's where he usually is.
Because Sneegly likes dark holes.
Yes. Okay.
Every now and then you'll hear random noises coming from here and there, and turns out to be just, the animals of the area. Some birds, some lizards that may have nested nearby.
Okay.
So there are markings of a dragon. Like, what are we talking about? Like claw marks, scorch marks.
Graffiti.
The
Dragon was here. Yeah.
Yeah, what's it? I totally forgot. Surrender, dragon. No, that didn't work. Yeah, I was trying to refer to Half-Life. That was horrible. Anyway, yeah, you find some of those. You can see that some are old marks. Like, the place is actually used by dragons every now and then because it's big and it's a good place to spend the night in a travel.
Oh, so it's a dragon hotel.
It's a dragon in some sort of way. Like, it's not uncommon to see a bunch of dragons here. Legends of Old even says that the place used to be a huge dragon city where several types of dragons lived together in a distant past, but most people just shrug that off as myth, because actually different types of dragon don't get well together.
So can we reach the back of the cave?
Yes.
And see that there's nothing here,
Or that there's a dragon here.
or that there's a dragon in the back.
Yes, you can reach the back, and you can see that it also connects with some of the other caves in the same side. So you can move from inside instead of outside.
Okay.
All right. Well,
I think
This is quite the locale, isn't it?
Yes, it's a place. It's a place.
It's quite a place. I'm tempted to do the echo thing, but I know that's an
You don't want to
awful
be eaten.
idea.
Can you hold your? Yeah, you are smart enough to not do that. I'm not gonna make you roll for stupidity or something like that.
Stupidity. I mean, I didn't bring any form of flashlight with me.
Yeah, you
Can I
are.
roll for?
Roll for. Hello. Jeffy, are you there? I think we lost Jeffy. Hello, is anybody there? I cannot hear any of you. Hello?
I disconnected for a moment.
Hi, can
Hi.
you hear me?
I can.
Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
I wasn't being able to hear anybody. I had to reconnect.
Same.
Same.
Huh. I didn't see any
Weird.
change.
You've been cursed.
So what I was saying was that I might be able to use Sneegli Likes Dark Holes to find evidence of a more recent passage of dragons.
Sure.
Do it.
Okay.
Sure. Let's say it's tricky, Chew, because there are several.
So difficulty of 2, you said?
Difficult of 2. You need to roll at least a 0.
Okay.
You
Alright.
have a 1.
Okay, so 3 total. So yes.
Yeah. Yes, you can quite see markings, recent markings on the wall of claws and on the floor as well, that can betray some recent activity.
So Sneegli's just sitting there in the dark, pointing and saying, "Look, dragons' marks is." Nobody else can see them because he's in the dark, but...
Okay. I wander over with the torch I think we confirmed I had.
Yes.
Have a look around. Well, this is better than wandering blindly. We want to head this direction?
Sure.
I mean, I suppose. I mean, he seems like quite the expert on.
Sneegli starts slip-slapping off.
Oh, that's a horrible description.
Well, that's the sound he makes.
Just okay, all right. Okay.
I like him.
Yes, you move down into
Alright.
the caves, and eventually you hear a somewhat different noise from the wind there, like a whoosh noise, a big whoosh.
like fire from a fire dragon.
More like flapping of wings, like really big wings,
Like a fire dragon.
like a fire dragon jumping from this side of this of the cliff to the other side and enter one of the caves over there.
Okay. I'm gonna hold out my arm and sort of block Aloquin and just wait for the dragon to leave before we like it's obvious it's obviously like about to go, so it might be better to not be there.
Yeah, he just
So-
left. He don't seem to have noticed you, but Kentor is quite happy. He recognizes the dragon.
Oh.
He goes like, "Yes, that's the one we've been looking for."
Oh, great.
Oh, great. I'm going to start looking around the cave where the dragon was. Just generally looking for anything.
You see, like, you notice, like, evidence of a recent hunt, let's call it this way. Probably he was procuring a snack.
So like
Or
bones
something?
and stuff.
Carcass.
No, he brought it with him. Like, you see, like, scorch marks and
Oh.
and like signals of that claws went flying around. Not much of a fight, not much of a struggle. Like, it was.
Well, let's hope that's not the princess.
Yeah.
Are there any humanoid footprints about?
Not in the side.
So what sort of chamber are we in at the moment?
Imagine kind of like the caves form like a corridor to inside the mountain, and there is one that cuts perpendicular and hits several of the caves that leads to outside.
Okay.
It's just
So
several
we're in.
corridors. Yeah.
Okay.
So the dragon's on the other side.
Did we see
Other
where
side.
it landed? Did we see where it went?
Yes, you saw the cave where he landed.
Okay.
On the opposite side of the canyon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So what will be your course of action?
Most likely, this is not the cave where the dragon has been staying. We just caught him while he was hunting. So, if he has, if he caught something here, he might be taking it back to wherever he's staying.
Now we have to get to the other side of the ravine.
Yes. This is out of character, by the way.
Yeah.
I assumed that this would be something more like Aloquin. Aloquin, right? That's how you say it?
Yep.
Okay. Would come up with.
All right. Well, let's try to figure out the best way to get over there. If he has been out hunting, then maybe he's distracted for a bit, and it'd be a good time to show up, rather than having him preoccupied. So let's see if there's a easy way down, or I don't think there's any bridges that I know of, but we could take a look. And
So,
Cantor,
yes?
you can't like float us to the other side of the canyon, can you?
That is a bit too far. Just to float all of us to that cave used a lot of my energy, and we almost didn't make it. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend that distance.
All right, just
So
checking, noting our options.
Are we like
Cantor,
at the edge of the canyon right now? Can we see down into it?
Yes, you can, and you can see also the back. And here's a tip: if you want to roll like some scouting ability, you might try to find some pathway leading down from the caves. See if you can get down that way.
Sneegli probably doesn't need a pathway. So if you want to just scout it out, then
excuse me. He Clockhead pats Cantor's shoulder a few times. What's your name?
Cantor?
Cantor.
you're a terrible merchant.
It's written here.
Yeah, it's written on the side of the screen.
What do we do after we get to the dragon?
I mean, we need to confirm where it's hiding out, right?
Yes.
I know, but when we get to the dragon, what are we going to do?
I suggest we remain silent and out of vision. I just need to confirm where he is hiding with the princess, so I can call reinforcements and know exactly how to approach this.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
We're
Just
not fighting
scouting
that
mission.
thing.
okay, yes, that's what I was worried about. Clockhead is going to I'm going to use my Pretty Face Mighty Mind ability. And try and scout out something that could get us across, maybe to not the cave that he went to, because they might just see us, but to a cave that may be connected to that cave.
Mm-hmm. Well, what would be the ability?
Pretty face, mighty mind.
Okay. So
But not
Let's-
mighty memory, apparently.
yeah. Let's do a tricky test. It's a 2.
Okay.
There's a.
I got a 1. Oh, I got a 2.
Yep.
You got
you
3.
My,
Oh, wait,
no,
no,
it's
you're
a
right.
1
My
plus
aspect
1
bonus.
of the ability. It's a 2. He succeeded.
Yep.
So you indeed find a ramp going down that seems to lead to the bottom, or at least close to the bottom of the canyon, the ravine.
Okay. I'm gonna, inform everyone about it, motion towards it. And take a cautious step onto it.
It's firm enough, maybe a little bit slippery as expected from like moss and stuff on the stone, but nothing like too difficult. It's not too steep of a slope. You can get there quite easily. Go down.
Does anyone want to go? Does anyone want to go first? I might be a little slow.
Sneegli just goes ahead and starts pattering down the So is this a when you say ramp, like a man-made ramp, or just like a climb, a natural slope?
Probably animal made, like dig from some animal, and then water kind of smoothed it a little bit over the time. It's a natural place. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So Sneegli's going first.
Yeah, probably over enthusiastically.
More like smugly in this particular instance.
All right. So you get to the bottom of the ravine. There is you can easily go towards the other side.
Is there water at the bottom?
Not much. No, like there's like what used to be there's just like a sliver of water, barely any. Probably just because rained recently.
Is there much mud?
There is mud. There's plenty of mud.
Okay, so Sneegli is going to find a pool of mud and roll in it real quick.
Get out green.
Is that what color the mud is here?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
mud.
that's fine.
Yeah. No. It's brown. Get out brown. I was thinking moss. Sorry.
Okay.
He's not a moss goblin.
Yeah.
He looks at the party. Now the dragons won't smell us.
I'm not doing that.
He gestures toward the mud.
Yeah, no, that's good thinking. Aloquin goes right in. She rolls all around in that mud.
Well, I'm mechanical, so I don't. Cantor, do I have a smell?
I think you would be better suited asking the werewolf about that.
Yeah.
What's...
All right,
what's
I'll
your
come. Me?
Yes,
Aloquin.
Aloquin. Do I have a smell?
I will go over and smell Clockhead.
Don't get too close, you're covered in mud. This is a very expensive suit.
I press my face against his jacket.
Oh, I hate
go.
you.
Does he have any scent?
He has the light scent of vanilla.
All right.
Okay, here's the question. Are there any vanilla plants growing in this canyon?
This is the worst.
Or, what's that? There's a kind of pine tree that smells like vanilla as well.
Yeah,
vanilla orchids won't be here, but the pine trees might.
Yeah, there are no trees on the bottom, just like small bushes and plants like that. Not tall plants.
All right, well, here's the question. Is it your clothes or is it you that smells like vanilla? And she's gonna grab hold of his wrist with her mighty hand and slide his sleeve up and press her face against his wrist to see if he smells like vanilla or if it's his clothes.
It does appear to be his clothes, and he dreads what's coming next.
Well, I have some bad news for you.
I can assume.
The bad news is your clothes smell like vanilla. The good news is you yourself do not smell like vanilla. So, here's your options. You either get down in this mud with us, or you find a different change of clothes.
I had no idea when I rolled in the mud of this. I would create such a dilemma.
It's cooperative storytelling.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm enjoying it. That's nice.
I take off my jacket. Like the nice red suit jacket.
With the
mud on it.
with the muddy face print.
The muddy face print stuck to it, and I sniff. Do I smell any less like vanilla?
Nah.
Can I roll to see if I smell any less like vanilla?
Is it just the jacket? Can he just take the jacket off?
The jacket.
Like you sprayed like some sort of perfume or something on your jacket.
Look, I do have quite a few scented objects in my caravan.
All right.
Okay. I take the jacket off. Can I roll to see if that's the only vanilla scented thing on me? I'm asking because I want to.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do so. If you have a success, then you've got a last shoe. Okay. Well, perhaps
that's not gonna do it.
Okay. Well, I suppose fashion doesn't matter right now. I unbutton my undershirt and discard that. I keep the top hat firmly on.
The bottom.
That's necessary.
Bottom half.
All right.
Okay. I still have the bottom half. Don't worry.
Okay.
So you have pants, no shirt, and a top hat.
Yes. There.
Yeah, that should about do it.
Yeah, you can see a bit more of the mechanical parts. It appears that my stomach, there's a little handle on my stomach, and over my heart there's a little glowing heart icon thing. It's kind of dorky, and he actually has some tape over it. It looks like it got broken a little bit.
All right.
That was very brave of you. Good job.
I'm
Sneegli just snickers.
No. Listen, you seem real attached to looking nice, so good job.
Thank you.
All
right.
Cantor himself decided to take a few of his outer layer of clothes and join in on the mud. He
Yeah!
comments, crude, but probably effective. Nice job, Sneegli.
I take a very small amount of mud and just smear it shoulder to shoulder. All right. Let's get on with this, so I can get this washed off.
All right.
Time to
All
enter
right.
the caves.
It's time to go fight a dragon shirtless.
And God help you if you have to try to charm it. With a top hat and no shirt.
Who knows? Maybe it'll like that better. Why, hello. I see you show up at my cave with a top hat and no shirt.
I also brought some mud.
And a scarf made of mud.
And a scarf made of mud. Okay.
All right, so
Let's go.
do we need to climb?
No, not
There
exactly
might-
climb, but there you can enter the caves from the bottom and probably locate a similar ramp that connects with the other layers.
Okay.
Okay. So there's probably like a cave fairly close by.
Yeah, there are caves dotted all around, so it's not really difficult to enter.
Okay. I can't believe I failed that vanilla check. Okay, I'm gonna head in. I decide to try something. I tap my the temple of my forehead, whatever. My little lights light up in my eyes. Oh,
Nice.
Oh,
this is
okay.
actually somewhat uncomfortable. Like, see why I forgot about it. Very bright.
Oh, speaking of forgetting things, you need a new aspect.
Do I need a new aspect?
Yes, smells like vanilla.
Yes.
Yes, you can put that can put that in your background. Yes, Zero, nice.
Oh, I might add an aspect that she can. She has like really high scent. Like she can
Vanilla scented.
No.
smell perception.
Yeah, we need something more broad. Like.
I think that would fall under the monstrous healer category. The monstrous part specifically.
Yeah,
For the
Okay.
smell
yeah,
ability.
that makes sense. Yeah,
That's
part of
smell ability, not
Does that
smell ability.
Yeah, I get it.
Does that mean I should get rid of vanilla scented? Because it's not very important.
Well,
No,
aspects
it's funny.
can be negative,
Yeah.
simple and negative, like
Yeah.
Okay.
broken arm.
Both of my new aspects are negative. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, vanilla scented isn't exactly a negative. I mean, hey, that might be useful at some point.
Yes.
In this case, it's not that great, but let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's
You
go.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
You find that the cave system in this side of the canyon is similar to the ones you were before, and you can move. You find then some places you can move up and down and search for a bit until will actually quite quickly find the red dragon. Just not doing very much for the moment, but not
I would like
exactly
to
sleeping either.
I would like to invoke one of my catchphrases, which is I draw attention and not in a nice way.
Okay, he's not like exactly paying attention, so let's just say it's an average test of 1.
Okay.
However, Shifty could invoke that and give you a token for it. Actually, any of us could.
But she succeeded. She has not been seen.
So I think I slip on some of the mud I've coated myself with and go down like on my stomach and just lay there waiting for him to hear me. And he doesn't. And I slowly get back up.
He like hides his head and look around a little bit and then shrugs it off like he thinks it might just be another of the animals that are on the caves.
Shifty, could I... Vanilla scented is funny, but I don't see it coming up very often. I do have an idea for a aspect which has been mentioned and could be interesting.
Yeah, what?
Questionable gadgets.
Oh yes, that's interesting.
Like my eye lights that kind of blind me a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's actually more. That can actually be more fun.
Okay.
Since that might be something to buy with
Yeah, I think I am
tokens.
actually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you want to? If you want to get it to level 1, you can spend 3 tokens.
Mm-hmm. And you already rolled for it, so... Or
Yeah.
wait, no you didn't. Did you?
I didn't.
roll.
I didn't.
He kind of just used it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
think he has a point
That's fine.
to want to buy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all new to this system.
Yeah.
So...
No, yeah. According to the rules, as long as you can come up with a good like explanation and like his eye things, I think it fits. So yeah, he can put a 1 on that aspect if he wants.
Okay. Well, here we go. There's Dragon. She slid her way down there. Clockhead is quietly panicking.
So,
and is watching with deep interest.
what do we see in the cave besides the dragon? Anything?
Just the connection to other caves. He seems to be in the door of one, just hanging out, waiting for something. Like you're not sure. He's just not doing much at the moment. Like he's just resting or something.
So no immediate princess.
But he is on the way from some of the caves back.
He's blocking doorways.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I use the... No, I don't need to be southern right now. Can I use the smell ability that I just started playing around with to see if I can, scent another human?
Yes.
Assuming she is human.
Oh, yeah! I should ask Cantor. Is the princess a human?
The princess is a princess.
That
is cryptic as heck. Anyway,
So
that's how you get.
Maybe she's... So what does a princess smell like? Vanilla?
Perfume.
Well, I hope not vanilla, or else we're gonna have cross-contamination happening here. All right, well, I'll give it a shot anyway. See if I can smell
Flowers.
something that isn't animal and isn't dragon.
All right.
What do you want the difficulty to be?
Let's say it's quite... yeah, let's say tricky, too, because it's
Two?
not exactly a non-smelly place. So
Okay.
you got a 1 + 1, that's 2, you get it. You can actually notice that there is a different smell. You can quite make out what exactly it is, but there is a different smell.
Okay.
Coming from behind the dragon, I would presume.
Yes.
All right. So I'll
Okay.
share that with the group that it smells like there's something else here. So he hasn't. If that is her, he hasn't moved her. Like she's not being hidden at another location. You know, your princess isn't in another castle, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, as far as getting past the dragon, Sneegli has the best mobility in these sort of things. I don't know if he could sneak by with the dragon guarding the passages, but he might... How deep are we into the caverns?
These caverns are not really too deep. Just enough to block a bit of light, but still somewhat close to the entrances.
Okay. He might be able to clamber around outside and make some noise and distract the thing, maybe draw it out.
That's an idea.
Well, I mean, you're the one that likes dark holes, though. So
This is out of character. I don't think Sneegli would come up with this idea.
Oh, okay. I don't think that's a terrible idea, trying to draw it out of the cave.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you're more useful inside this terrain.
Okay, so is there another person to distract? Looking
I
at
mean,
clock
I'm
fate?
literally... One of my aspects is literally that I'm not stealthy, so...
Most of my aspects are for talking.
Yeah. Which is kind of why I suggested Sneegli, because not only do you have to distract the dragon, but once you've got the dragon's attention, you also need to evade the dragon.
Okay. So yeah, maybe you could set yourself up where you're near a cave you can skitter into.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, I'm seeing the logic to it now.
Okay, sound good?
Alright, you could use like your sneaky likes dark hole. Let's make it tricky because it's not exactly dark, but it's still a hole.
Okay, and it's a great big dragon.
Yeah.
But remember that Sneegli's not going to come up with this idea on his own. That's just not quite how his mind works. But one of you guys needs to suggest it.
That sounds like a Clockhead thing, willing to sacrifice a party member to...
Yeah.
I get down on one knee. Alright, Sneegli.
He scowls at you.
Sneegli, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry what happened back in your cave. But this is a new cave. And there's a dragon. And you are the one that can do something. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry about hitting you in the face with my cane.
I think you're going to need to roll for this.
Now. Okay.
Or else come up with something more persuasive.
I am asking you because you are the only one. I'm asking you to take these 2 rocks and go distract the dragon. Bang them together, whatever you want. Just distract the dragon and don't die.
What sort of difficulty do you think this should be, Shifty? Like maybe a 2, because Clockhead has not endeared himself to Sneegli.
Yeah, there is this. There is the fact that it's a dragon.
Mhm.
I would actually say it's a 3, a hard one.
Ooh.
Yeah, because
Okay,
there are a lot
okay.
of things against it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna use my conversation superior to combat thing, if that's okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep, didn't help.
0.
That is
He
0.
he just blows a raspberry, which is somehow incredibly stealthy.
Well, I've done all I can do.
I don't hate that idea. I mean, I hate the idea of putting anybody in danger, but drawing it out a little bit, even if you don't let it see you, just get it out enough to give us a chance to slip by. I mean, that isn't a terrible plan.
If only Jeffy had a token, he could use it to compel me using my precious thing. Say, maybe your precious is out there. Or maybe he's guarding your precious and we can only get it back if we can get by him. But
Well, I
Okay,
spent
he
it all
likes-
to get my questionable gadgets.
yes. He likes Aloquin well enough, so he nods, scampers back down the hole.
Before he takes off,
Mhm.
Aloquin just gives him a hug. All right, be
Okay.
safe.
He nods and hugs back.
Aw.
And scampers back down the hole they came from. And a few minutes later, he
Very muddy hug.
yes, they start hearing scritches and scratches outside the main entrance to the cavern and to the one that's facing the canyon.
Okay.
Does it catch the oh, I guess I need to. Well, do I need to roll to catch its attention or to evade?
Like, the dragon gets curious at the noise. He starts moving into your direction. I just say you should roll to evade him. If he thinks you are a
Okay.
threat, because seriously, you're just like a... he looks at you and go, he doesn't give much of a threatening look. He just probably thinks you of his next dinner or something, not as a threat.
Okay, so what am I rolling for specifically?
If you want to escape out of his sight, like completely.
Okay, so he has seen me, but he's not.
He doesn't see any problem in your presence there. Like, he doesn't.
Okay. Is he sufficiently engrossed to allow the others to slip by? Or is
Yeah,
he just like gonna turn around and
Yeah,
head back in right
like,
away?
you're outside, right? So he's like looking down into outside the cave with his back to where he was protecting.
Okay. So we can try to slip by then. He's made enough room.
Yes.
Okay,
As he
let's
starts
do
to
it.
turn, I can try to get his attention again.
Yeah, he's still quite close. There is it's not very spacious place.
Okay.
It's just enough. So
Okay, it's time to infiltrate the dragon den, I guess.
as quietly as you possibly can.
Clank, clank, clank.
Hey, hey, hey. I am a high quality automaton. I do not clank.
What about the things in your pocket?
Oh no.
So,
I don't clank, but I jingle.
oh no, that's just the sort of thing that's going to grab a dragon's attention. I can't believe we have a scenario where the sneakiest one is the one that's not doing the sneaking.
We tried! You convinced us not to!
And also,
Yeah,
the
it's
least
the most
charismatic,
logical course of action. It's just ridiculous.
Not to mention that the least charismatic one is distracting the dragon.
Yeah, it's not like the dragon is giving much of a thought about like a small mud goblin. Is it what it is? Sneegli is a mud goblin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm gonna look around for any cages or general princess, generic princess
yeah.
captivity devices.
I have a feeling this princess is not generic.
So, as you try to move in, the dragon actually starts losing his interest on Sneegli very quickly, and you are kind of halfway still.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the biggest rock I can and hurl it at the dragon.
2 birds, 1 stone.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Let's say this
In that case,
this is an easy task. It's a big target.
Okay. Okay, -1.
-1. Okay, that's a total of 0. Yeah. No. I'm messing up.
No,
It's a negative
total
2
of
plus
-1.
1. Yes, -1. Yeah, you actually failed an easy task. You try hurling the stone, but you kind of miss your target. And the dragon finishes, turning its back to you, and it's
The rock actually rolls past it and then directly.
Well, that would be like a -3.
Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
not too bad. It's not too bad. He just misses the target.
Okay.
And-
Can I try to recover from that by like throwing a noisy tantrum or something?
What would that be? It's I don't think you have.
I don't know if
Yeah, you don't have anything about that. Throwing a tantrum.
Is there
Exactly.
anywhere I can hide?
You can try to run back
what if
or
I
forward.
could make up a new aspect with a value of 0,
Yes.
like big personality, perhaps.
Big personality.
What
How's that sound?
about like loud personality? No.
He can be quiet when he wants to be.
Yeah, big personality. Okay.
Yeah, I like big personality. So 4.
Yeah.
Big personality. Alright. With a value of 0 at the moment.
Yeah. That personality. Let's try to roll against a tricky one because the dragon's not impressed. It's a 2.
Okay. So wait, a difficulty of 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh. This is kind of a long shot then.
Whoa.
-2. So Sneegli's out there making as much noise as he can, cursing at the rocks and throwing them, but it doesn't seem to be working.
This plan
Okay.
is going horribly.
I am going to.
Okay.
All right. Can I do something?
Wait. Let's just
No.
let's just go for the consequences of his actions. Like
Okay.
the dragon's like, it's an annoying thing. He just picks up like a random boulder and just throws at your general direction. Not even aiming, just like
A slap, like a cat knocking something off of a table.
yeah, like he's not even trying to hit you, but it's on your direction. It might still get you.
Okay.
So
So
let's see.
that Sneegli likes dark holes, so
Yeah.
because that's clambering and avoiding.
It's an easy still,
yeah.
but because he's not trying very much.
Not aiming.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 3. So
Nice.
easily dodges, and you guys can just hear the stream of curses redouble.
Yeah, the dragon is still like you bought a few seconds, but the dragon is still losing interest and it's turning around.
Now that I'm halfway across the room, is there anything on the other side of the room?
There is still the like archway that you need to pass to see anything like meaningful.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna drop onto all fours and start snarling and just go charging past the dragon out the cave, out the front of the cave.
Also remember that the rest of us have tokens we can spend to make alterations to the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll do this instead. The rock that he threw crashes and keeps crashing and making like maybe avalanche sounds that should be worrying. Like maybe it's gonna close off the cave or crush, like big rumbling noises that might be distracting.
Yeah.
Can I do that? No?
I don't know, because he just threw a rock outside of a mountain down into the ground.
Okay.
It's not like it would cause an avalanche. Yeah.
I have something I could try. We could say that the rock, let's say like it was at the edge of the cave and it was kind of supporting other rocks.
Oh, okay.
So it causes a very minor cave-in, just little a shower of stones and dirt just fall on the dragon's head and get in his eyes. Does that sound reasonable?
That kind of makes sense.
Okay.
All right.
I'll pay a token for that.
Yeah, okay. So there is this little bit of a landslide coming. It hits him in the head. He's kind of blind, but he's still... And he's now like trying to poke his head outside to see from where all these rocks are coming.
All right.
And Sneegly's curses have turned to cackling, mad cackling, and various insults in the dragon's general direction.
All right, so can we continue on safely?
Yes, but the dragon looks at Sneegly, cackles, and says, "You are getting really annoying, you little thing." And Sneegly might have got way more than he bargained for.
Is he about to come after me then?
Yes, he's meaning to jump out of the cave in your direction.
Okay then. First of all, and then I'm going to go scampering off into the crashing through the underbrush, just deliberately loudly, making for holes making for caves that, other than the ones we've been going for, but that he can probably fit into. So.
All right. He doesn't completely jump down. He just sends a bolt of fire at your general direction on the bushes that you flew in. You can now. He's aiming, so you could try like Sneegly likes dark holes against an average. He's aiming, but he can't see you on the bushes.
Okay, and what's the difficulty of an average roll?
It's a 1.
1. Okay, yeah, that should be easy for this.
Very easy.
Yeah, 3.
You got a 4.
He just cackles Cackle, cackle, cackle. Missed me!
He missed you, but he kind of hit the bushes. And it's like lit on fire. There's not much there, but yeah, that place could catch on fire now.
Okay. Can you cut to the others real quick? I think
Yes.
somebody's calling me. Just a moment.
All right. Okay. The dragon is actually more interested in Yellow and in Sneegli right now, but he's not exactly leaving the cave. He seems to not be willing to leave his post just for some annoying little goblin.
Mud goblin.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is there like a door, or is it just an archway?
It's just an archway of rock. Not
I'm
exactly a
going.
door.
I'm going in the archway.
You go under there.
Yeah, I'm going as fast as I can.
All
I'll
right.
follow after him.
Okay.
I'll hang back a little bit though, just in case the dragon whips around.
And he actually hears you, and he does whips around. He doesn't exactly see you, but he's now less interested on the mud goblin and more interested in what's going on behind him.
Okay. All right. Keep going, Clockhead.
Okay.
All right, keep going, Clockhead.
All right. What's behind archway number 1?
Still just more series of archways and caves. Like, probably not. He was a little. Yeah. Reset. Okay, just like it's still kind of a long corridor. Without any caves poking outwards. Or
Okay.
it's darker than the other corridor, so if he actually turns around, you're trapped. At least it feels like you'll be trapped because it's too dark for you to make out what's like on the other side.